Welcome to another special edition of South Carolina Stingrays TV. Joseph Zakrzewski with you, the voice of the Stingrays, joined alongside Stingrays head coach and director of hockey operations Spencer Carbery, as the Stingrays announce another player joining the organization for the 2014-15 campaign. A familiar face to Stingrays fans and forward Anthony Collins. And coach, I know a lot of fans are going to be excited to see Anthony out there. Certainly got into a lot of fan-friendly environments out there on the ice last year. Certainly like to drop the gloves when needed, but also can be called upon in the later stages of the game as well. But what did you like about Anthony's play last year that you wanted to bring him back for this season?
There was a couple reasons. I thought, number one, his attitude and his work ethic. He's a really well-liked teammate. Not only does his actions on the ice demonstrate that, but his interactions in and around the locker room, the way he works and the way he buys in when he comes to the rink every day, and we expect the guys to buckle down and get to work, and when we talk about different concepts and different structure things, he's completely on board, totally committed. So that's one of the big things. And then what he brings on the ice. What he brings is a presence. He's a presence out there. He plays with a lot of energy. He's a young pro, and when we looked back on the year last year, Ryan and I felt like he made huge strides from October all the way to March, April. So we're happy about what he did last year, but also looking forward to what he's going to bring in his second year here. Last year was a big jump from him coming from the SPHL. It's a whole different ball game when you're up in this league and you're a regular, expected to play every night. So I felt like once he got comfortable and felt like, okay, I belong here. This is, I got nothing to be intimidated or nothing to be deer in the headlights about in this league. And once he settled in, I felt like, he proved that he belonged. And now we're looking for even more this year. And him coming in, I have a ton of respect for the way he plays. I played a similar game back in my day, so I have a lot of respect for what he does on the ice and how he defends his teammates and how he tries to create energy and create enthusiasm, and we're looking forward to more of that, and even more so this year. I'm expecting big things out of Collie this year.
Being joined on the telephone by Stingrays forward Anthony Collins, as he is returning to the Stingrays organization for the 2014-15 season. And Anthony, first and foremost, welcome back to the organization. I know a lot of fans are going to be happy to see you out there again.
Yeah, I'm real excited to be coming back to the Low Country, and from the fans to the organization to everybody in the Stingrays organization, I'm real excited to be back, and they treated me with nothing but first class. So when I had the opportunity to sign my name on that paper to come back, I was ecstatic.
What were some of your conversations like with head coach Spencer Carbery? Because certainly as a player, you want to grow and you want to get even better moving into this next year. And he mentioned, and I had a chance to catch up with him just moments ago, that, from moving up from the Southern Professional Hockey League with Mississippi to the Stingrays, he saw you grow immensely. Now, what were some of the guidelines that he set for you moving into this new year? Because certainly the expectations for both yourself and for coach are only going to be elevated.
Exactly. When I had a good talk with Carbs, it was just, come back and continue to grow as a player and to make that jump to the American League. And the only way to do that is just to put the work in and every single day. And that's what I've been doing this summer. From talking with Carbs, I got in touch with some good trainers when I left out of South Carolina there last year. And I've been in the gym every single day on the ice 4 times a week and just trying to get in the top physical condition as I can to be able to be an impact player next year and make a difference in the game.
One of the things he really liked about your game was your presence. Not only your presence on the ice and sticking up for your teammates when need be, but your presence in the locker room. And that was something I even noticed a lot of last year, was just how welcoming you were, because the Stingrays roster, as you knew, changed from a day-to-day basis. You'd get new faces in or guys going up and down from the American Hockey League. But one thing that was always consistent was that you were there to welcome them with open arms and make them feel a part of the team. And that's something that Coach really liked. I'm sure you're excited to step up that role of your game a little bit. I guess you could call it a leadership role, if you will.
Yeah, I guess it starts from the start of the year with the Stingrays. We had a lot of older guys like Jordan Owens, the Lankows, the Scooter Vaughns, the guys that have been there before that are in the American League now, and I kind of just picked up from them. And when they all left, I I felt, they welcomed me as a new guy coming in. So the new guys that we brought in when we were low on numbers there, I just figured, I might as well open the arms to them as well, to open the door to them, make them feel as comfortable as possible. So hopefully, they can do the best that they want to be on the ice and feel comfortable in the room. And, I kind of keep it light. I like to joke around and keep the guys loose. And when it's time to focus, we focus, but just joke around and keep everybody loose out there.
Now, one last question before I let you go, Anthony. Certainly the last couple weeks of the season were big for you as you took a leave to go tend to your family as you were awaiting the birth of your firstborn, your daughter Isabella. And the Stingrays Booster Association had a baby shower for you to take a bunch of goodies back home to your newborn. So how has the summer been? Because certainly it's a life-changing event, and I know this summer will be unlike any other summer and off-season that you've been through.
Yeah, it's been great. That was one thing that really made me want to come back to the Stingrays. I felt, as a real family, being away from Jen and Isabella when she was inside Jen, I really felt at home, and they welcomed me, everybody from top to bottom in the organization. So I felt, if this was a spot for me and they had a spot for me to come back, I almost felt like I owed them to come back and put a good season in for them and try to bring a championship to Charleston. But this for it goes this summer, it's been great. She's 3 months old now, so she's starting to smile and crawl and walk, and it's been a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Well, Anthony, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us on the phone today, and we look forward to seeing you back out there in a Stingrays uniform this season.
I look forward to it.